Hey, what's up, Declan? This is a quick demo video for you for your custom Graflite saber that you made and I installed with the CFX for you. Alright, so we're going to go over my desk, take a look at this guy, and I will get it out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, man. Alright, Declan, let's go over your custom Graflite saber that you made and had me install for you. Very cool, unique saber that you came up with here. You've got this clamp on here with the Luke ROTJ clamp, this very cool paracord wrap. You also did design and 3D print the pommel. I just put some sound venting in there. I'll show you that here in a second. It is a 2-button setup like you asked, so the red switch here will be power, black will be auxiliary. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but we talked about that clicky feel, so I did get that pretty close for you to the original piece that was in there. All right, you had asked me to put in these wires and you had a particular order that you wanted them in, so they've all been cut to size and glued in, so they shouldn't come out on you at all. All right, keeping the vintage piece here for the emitter, I did have to make this adapter. I glued it in so it stays in. I also added a brass knurled thumb screw. If this is something that you want to change out to aluminum in the future, it's threaded to an 832. So that's what you would do there. All right, but I needed a blade retention, so I went into the hole that was already there. You've got a KR Sabers lit PCB. To get to your chassis, you don't want to grab this piece because this isn't mounted down. It's just kind of a press fit. Grab up here, twist your pommel off. I do have a spacer in there, but it's been glued in. You had asked me to add a few more sound venting holes, but to not drill into the wording. So I just tried to go around here as best I could. Not too many holes, but that's quite enough for sound venting. All right, so drilled through the original one that was right in the middle, and then put one on each side and one on the top. All right, so that's what we've got there. And of course, sound venting all the way through. That won't come out on you. You will need to grab your saber like this, cup your other hand, and go like this once or twice until their chassis pops out. There's just a little bit of inconsistencies with the diameter right here. I didn't want to sand it though or machine it because it is pretty thin after, like on the bottom of these threads, right? The material gets pretty thin. You can see you've got a 14-pin PCB system in there that does not come out. And that's what this little piece goes into. So to kind of counteract this ID, because this is smaller than the actual ID of the handle, I made that little PCB in there inside of a pocket, although that's super hard to see. And that pocket, you know, the just like that, locks in the chassis. All right, you've got the other end of that PCB right there. CFX, easy access to your SD card. Kill switch right in front of the board here. CFX does have a deep sleep mode, but this particular chassis had a place for a kill switch, and I wasn't going to leave an empty hole. So you do have a kill switch with this build. All right. A removable battery setup, so spring side for the negative side of your battery, please. Pop it right in like that. Fully enclosed 28mm smoke goes out post elite speaker. We'll flip this on. You can put this chassis in the handle however you like, as long as this end goes in first. All right, so we'll just kind of slide it in there, push it past. Don't push directly on the speaker. That's what the spacer is for. Push it forward. Screw this all the way down until it's nice and tight. That will engage the chassis into those 14 pins. You can come over here and hit power. Auxiliary being the black button here. Let's put a blade in. So we'll back this out of the blade socket. Take your 7/8 inch blade. Should slide right in there. Lock it down with a blade retention. Hit power. Get our blade lock up. Of course, you know, blade lock up is just holding down on the auxiliary switch.
sound bank selection.
Night fall.
Crystal focus. Crystal focus.
Nebula.
If you hit auxiliary, that's your battery meter. This particular battery is full. Tap that off, turn it on. You want to change color, hold down auxiliary and twist the saber. All right. And then to break it back down, we'll just loosen this back up, take our blade out, screw this back in, come over here, take our pommel off. See if I can turn this on from here. Let's turn this chassis on real quick. And you can see that the saber's on, right? You flip it off with the kill switch, and it kills power like it should. If you can't get the battery out with your finger, just take something flat. Come over here and help you pry it off a little bit. All right? But that, sir, is how you use your custom Graflite saber. Let me know if you have any questions. And it's pretty late in the afternoon already today, so it'll be my intention to package this up today, and I'll get it out in the mail to you first thing tomorrow. Thanks, man.